Good afternoon to my viewers and subscribers. Also, please remember to click the subscribe button below and also to leave a comment. Alright, so there are a few things that come to mind that I would like to speak about, and I think it's a big issue that is affecting our country most of the time, or you could say all the time, and affecting the people around us. And how can we help to change these problems that is affecting our society, or the nation, or or how it impact one's life. So we look at domestic violence. Crazy domestic violence happening with husband and wife, or boyfriend and girlfriend, or fiance, or whosoever, but it intends to leave a damp on the family when something crazy go on. There is a problem in the situation that either party did something that is not good, or one cheated on the other, and one decide that you can't go to that person, or something crazy happened and that person decide that they are going to do something crazy, something that will hurt the entire family, that will have an impact. So either one person kill the other person over something that I don't know, but instead of looking to do something foolish, we can seek somebody attention or seek some advice from professional who can help us to come from out of that. So what it leads to, domestic violence leads to murder. It leads to the increasing of murder. So one party is going to kill the other person, and then the other person is going to turn to suicide because that's the only option that they have. But if you have facing a problem, dispute in your relationship, seek therapy, seek counseling, and see how best you can work out the situation, or best it can be resolved. If it cannot be resolved, just simply walk away, because when you take one's life, it's not going to make the situation better. The relative of whichever party is going to leave with something that they are going to say why the person did that, or so forth, and then that cause increasing of murder in our country. If we realize that the murder rate is going up, not by 1%, but if you look at it each year, when the year starts from January through to December, we have thousands of persons that being murdered. And sometimes when we analyze it, it is something that we can prevent. It is something that it's not even worthwhile you killing the person for. So it leads to the increasing of murder. That person will commit suicide, because at that time, if we look at it, the person, when you are in anger, you'll do anything. You're not thinking straight. Your spirit just lead to different things, and the only thing you can do is to say, if I kill this person, everything will be okay. Nah, it will not be okay. And the thing is, when you come from out of that anger and get back to your normal sense of mind, then you might realize, what did I do wrong? Why did I do this? Yes, so it allows you to think now that I did something wrong at that time, and then the mind that we have, it start to plague us, and then we start to reflect that, oh, there's police going to be involved in all of this, and what is going to happen to me? I'm going to prison because I just did something wrong. So then the suicide mood come in and said, if I kill myself too, that everything will be all right. Then we have domestic dispute, and I found it's a situation where two or more persons living in the same household and involved in a verbal or physical alteration, and then we have to call the police. So domestic violence, it will move to a domestic dispute with wife or husband or whatsoever. And then that dispute, you might call the police and you resolve it, and then the same thing occur again over and over, and then it lead to something that is not good. How can we help to reduce all of these things in our society? When we also look violence against our women and children, that one is heart rendering. Our children, we send them out to school, we send them out to wherever, and we're looking forward for them, and they're not returning, they're not showing up. Is it that our heart as mankind is so wicked? It said, as a nation, we certainly need to erase violence and hostility out of our heart. For us to make it, or for us to have a good environment, we have to take out envy, maliciousness out of our heart, for us to have a good peace of mind against our brothers and our sisters. I saw it on Facebook, this US student, she is visual impaired, and she's missing from these. Police are pleading, parents are pleading, the nation is pleading, please send her back, don't kill her. We don't know sometimes the motive behind all of these crimes, all of these missing children that are missing. We don't know if they are taking their organs and selling them or what. But we must look, when you are doing these things, remember, whosoever is doing it, remember, you have a sister, you have an auntie, you have an uncle, you have daughters. Remember that the same game that you play today, that same game can play with your family. And you will be there crying to the nation that you want help. I can't understand it. When you look at an 8-year-old child, girl, they take them away, they rape them, they tie them up, they cut them up, they beat them, then you throw them in a river, put them in a barrel or what? How can man heart be so wicked and cruel to our mankind here? It can be resolved. Anything that you are going through, it is not impossible for you to get help. We are afraid to ask for help when we are in our dying moments, when we think that there is no way out, when we think that we are in a corner, that we are bombarded again, the whole entire world is against us, there's nobody there are persons there can help us. There are pastors there that you can trust. You have a good friend that you can trust. I have a friend, she's a guidance counselor at a primary school, and I'm telling you that she's good. She reach out to children that might be suffering from something, from parents beating or abusing them, from uncle abusing them and all of that. She's good. We need to have a relationship with somebody that we can confide in and tell him something that this is happening to me, this is what I'm going through. Society need help, and we cannot afford for our young children, because they are the future of tomorrow. We cannot afford to be losing them to violence. We cannot afford to be losing them, person kidnapping them and killing them just like that. It's not, it is hard. It's painful. It is painful that you send a child out and then the child not returning. We understand everything that is going on. It's not easy. But the good thing, the funniest thing, that what we need as human beings, we need to erase the hatred and put love in our heart, that we can love each other. Get rid of the envy. And if we do all of that, the domestic violence, that you're killing your wife or you're killing your husband or this, it doesn't worth it. The increasing of murders, that person will be afraid to even visit your own country because what is going on there, it is not easy. Every time you have to be looking out, looking back, looking. We can't live like that. The domestic dispute where families just mashing up one another. This one have machete, this one have gun, this one have knife, those trap. It's heart-rendering. We need to put a stop to it. We need to say stop to all of these things that is going on. We need to say stop to domestic violence. We need to say stop of the violence against women and children. We need to put a stop to all of this. We are sick and we are tired of seeing our young ones just going. We are sick and tired of going to funeral. We are sick and tired of going to the hospital because this person get beat up by whosoever. We are sick and tired of children being missing. We are sick and tired of children being murdered. We are sick and tired of you abusing the nation children. We need to put a stop to it. And I want to somebody around the world, the 10,000 of people who are going to watch this video, to help me to spread across the word to our country, to our people, that we need to put a stop to all of these foolishness that we think that it is helping us, and it is not helping us, but it's just making us worse as people. To my families and friends, let us draw close to Jesus. I know sometimes it is impossible, but let us tell somebody that we love them, and that will help to change their lifestyle. Let us reach out to somebody that is going through some rough time. We don't have to have money to give people for them to be happy. We just need to just show them some love and see how best we can erase some of these things that is happening in our country. Violence. He said the word of God teaches that a soft answer turn away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. And these are the things that is stir up in our country. And these are the things that is inside of our heart. Our heart need to be pure. Our heart need to be clean. And I plead to someone today, just look in our life and see where we can go and help someone that has been affected, and someone that is a victim of these things that happen to them. Bless you. One love.